Alright, what is up everybody? Coming back at you today with another video on the channel. And today I've got something pretty sweet for you. This is kind of continuing into my collection of grails I'm striving for. Slowly we're getting there. Sold off some other stuff, sold off Tucson I had, and I just sold my Riot EXO actually. But I am pumped to get this. So this is my first custom knife. This is a Curtis Custom F3 medium. These are fairly popular. He puts them out in batches of 20, 30, 40 at a time. But they're all done by him, Dave Curtis, in his shop in, I think, Idaho. Anyways, let's check out what we got. So I picked this up from USA Made Blade. If you guys are looking for nice American-made knives, go check them out. They get a lot of Hinderers in. I'm not sponsored, but I like to send you guys to good places. Scott over there is fantastic. Quick communication if you ever have an issue, and he'll take care of you. So you can see F3 medium Warney flipper. This is the ball mill titanium. The ball mill is the engraving done on the scales. Full stone wash on the blade and scales. This is Magna Cut, second Magna Cut knife, and we have titanium bronze hardware. Oh, I thought these had steel hardware. I guess he's changed that. That's cool. Get into what you get real quick. Here's the knife and the pouch. We'll go over the COA right quick, and then we'll get right into it. Go through medium Warney flipper, Magna Cut, titanium ball mill, made about 3 weeks ago. So fantastic there. Nice little box. Here is the pouch. Pouch is very nice. Ooh, little style there. And here is the knife, guys. Man, I have had this out to play with a little bit. When I do first impressions on camera, I tend to say some dumbass shit. So I look at them first. Anyways, let's look at the beauty of this thing. Goodness. That's the ball mill pattern I was talking about. And I guess it's got like a ball bit that comes in. I don't know. That's what they call it. Nice geared back spacer, sits super flush on the back side here. You can see this bronze hardware, very attractive. I really do like the pocket clip. Retention is spot on. In and out of the pocket, no issues. Big fan. Oops, didn't get it. I'm still learning on the reverse flick lefty. It's a little bit harder than I thought. And what's funny is Lefty EDC did a video on one of these, and he had no problems reverse flicking it, and he's normally picky about that, and I'm having problems with it. Anyways, maybe it's me. Check out this blade. Right hand reverse flick, no issues though. This nice stone-washed Wharncliffe blade, stone-washed all the way through. Check out this edge here. It's a little toothy. Let me get my ugly thumb out of the way. It's a little toothy. He didn't go super high on the grip, but if you want a perfect edge, then sharpen it yourself. That's what I say. I think too many people get into, oh, I need a knife with a perfect edge. Well, you should have a nice usable edge, which this absolutely has. If you want a perfect mirror edge, you should probably learn how to do that yourself, in which I can do that, but I'm not going to until I use this some. So size-wise, they claim a 3.5 inch blade. I think it's more like 3.25 with the cutting length. 7.75 inches overall. So it's a little on the smaller side. Right around that 8 inch range is where I'm very happy. Minimum I'll do is a 7 inch knife like the Urban EDC F5.5. But even with my big sausage hands, I can get a full 4-finger grip here, saber grip, no issues. To choke up, this choil is fantastic. It's very comfortable. The way he's milled it in there, your finger just kind of naturally lays in there, and the ergos are fantastic on choking up there. Just your standard ergos are very nice as well. This knife is a very good thickness. Get this blade down so you can see how thick it is there. Ooh, we are thick. try this again. There we go. You can see my middle finger's a little red from trying to flick it. I know I'm reverse flicking it weird, but that's the only way I can do it right now. Maybe I'll learn, and I'm getting down low here, and to get it out is what it is. Now, the pivots on these, he does not Loctite them from the factory. He lets us do that, and he does do that on purpose. My pivot had started to come loose after a few minutes. I was like, okay, I was expecting that. So do expect that if you get one of these. And me just being an idiot, I was at work. I went and found a thick flathead. I put some electrical tape on it and went to tighten this a little bit. As you can see, like an idiot, I scratched it up there. It was this side that was loose. Just a brain fart, and that's on me. But generally it's the clip side that you disassemble and or tighten, but this one, it was the show side. So I tightened that just the tiniest bit, and after this review, I'll probably disassemble it, clean it, lube it, and then Loctite it. What sucks though is when you Loctite it, you got to put it up for a few days, and I want to play with it. But anyways, when I first got it, I was almost underwhelmed. I was like, I had all this, expectations. But now that I've played with it some, it's growing on me very, very fast. It's just the small details, and it's put together really, really well, but you can still tell this is a handmade knife. And it's just fantastic. I really do like it, especially the looks. I think it's a definite looker. You can't get any more of these right now that I know of. This is the only Warney ball mill pattern he had on USA Made blade. He may be doing more batches for other people, but generally they're pretty standard now. He does have some other stuff with like a diamond pattern and some other patterns, a little more custom style, because a lot of these you see, they'll just be plain titanium, no grooves, no anything. And while those are still very nice, when you're getting a full custom like this, sometimes you just want a little bit extra that makes it even more so custom, like the ball mill and the bronze hardware. The full stonewash blade, it would have been cool to get like a satin finish down here, but that doesn't bother me. Full stonewash knife with that bronze hardware, again, like I said, just an absolute looker and a half. Check out this clip again. Very nice. Now, lock bar, you can see very, very comfortable. It's a nice smooth cut. He's chamfered that really well, and no issues at all getting over to that. Now, this knife does run on bearings. I do believe there's still bearings. I haven't broke into it to see yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard. Not a big deal to me. I put skiffs in a few knives, and I noticed a little difference, but nothing huge. Might find out what size these are and see if that's possible. The few knives I put skiffs in my Medford here because it was a nice knife and had steel bearings. But overall, this is a fantastic carry size, and if it wasn't so expensive, this would be a great EDC workhorse. This sounds kind of counterintuitive, but at the end of the day, I'm a collector. I'm not a hard user. I do use my knives if I'm carrying them and I need to cut something. I cut it, I'm not out here cutting wire and cables and stuff, but I cut most things I need to with my knives. Let's do a quick cut test. Let's see this edge. While it is pretty toothy, cut a piece off of. Oh, I hate when I drag the blade like that. Cut a little piece off of this. See that finger tool? You just go right into it and it just locks you in. So yeah, solid edge, no complaints there. It's as sharp as you want it, slice of paper. And where it's kind of toothy, it just absolutely pops hairs. It doesn't slice through paper like you'd think. but it'll pop some hairs right off you. Let me see if I can show you here. See what I'm saying? It just this thing pops hairs like nobody's business. So I think that's a little bit into that toothy edge I'm talking about here. Let's see. Some people say they'll feel a burr. No, perfectly smooth. So yeah, let's get a look straight down on the grind here. Pretty even grind overall. Check that out. Yes, I like that thick blade, and it's not a super thick knife overall at all. Very manageable. Let's compare it to the Raptor, or I'm sorry, the Jaeger. Almost identical to the Jaeger. Yeah, almost identical there, both flippers. Talk about the detent for a second. The detent, let's see if we get any lash. Zero detent lash. Absolutely zero. Detent's pretty good on reverse flicking right-handed. Left-handed, I gotta do it this weird way here right now. I can't tuck my nail and get it. Maybe it's because I kind of broke the nail and had to cut it short the other day. But I can reverse flick it left-handed. I just got to hold it really weird like this. Right-handed, though, I can tuck the nail and it's no issue. On the flipper tab, no issues there. The detent, I might call it on the lighter side, if anything. But for the flicks, I think it's very nice. Let's see if we can fell it. Yes, you can fell it. Like I said, I'm going to disassemble this and clean it out. But maybe just slightly on the lighter side on the detent. I'm not a big detent snob. It's pretty solid for me. If it was any stronger, I wouldn't be able to left-hand flick it at all. So I'm pretty happy with where it's at there. But overall, for my first impressions here, I'm really digging this little knife. I think Curtis is doing some fantastic things over there. This is a beautiful knife. Yeah, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. Turned out to be everything I wanted and then some. Fit and finish on my particular knife is fantastic. No issues at all. I mean, this is almost production level fit and finish in my opinion. My man's is very skilled in the knife making category. But yeah, super pumped. Let's talk about the channel for a minute. I picked up a Microtech NX. I wanted one since the minute I saw the video Microtech released a few months ago. I was like, I will have one. So this was kind of their second round of releases. They had the non-serrated model, but it was blue hardware. And I had a SOCOM Bravo, and it was blue hardware, but I really wanted the bronze hardware. So I went with a half serrated to get the bronze hardware. I don't have anything against serrations. The high-end collector community seems to hate serrations, but honestly, it's nice to have one or two serrated knives, because if you're trying to cut something like a thick plastic in half, like if I wanted to cut this plastic case in half, you can't just sit here and saw it. But with some serrations, you can really dig in there and get through it, in my experience. So I don't mind serrations, especially on a big knife like that. So I'm really excited to get that NX, so look for that video coming soon. Yeah, and we're coming up on 300 subscribers. I really appreciate every one of you guys. You know, I started just doing this for fun, and I still do it for fun on the side. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you can find yourself a Curtis Custom to pick up. All right, so stay looking for that NX review. Go check out some of my other reviews on all these knives, and have yourself a great day.